on?
Is it working? Are we here?
I'm not actually too sure. We may cut in the middle of this statement, but I did hit the go live button when I started talking.
Broken. I just hope that everything's working and fine, and I won't ruin anything. That's the goal for today.
That's the dream.
Howdy! It's time for more Myst.
It is time for more Myst, and we just wanted to preface this by saying that Herds has control now, as he should have all along.
Yes.
We didn't take the time last week to set up Herds to stream to this channel.
No.
We've done it now, so now we won't be at each other's throats.
True. We've finished the most harrowing test of our friendship in many years. I think, I mean, I need to tell you guys, like, I've spent some time between streams playing the game myself, doing the puzzles on my own, sort of cheesing them, but just like catching up. And it took me like 20 minutes, I want to say, like not long at all. Let's be real. However, I did spend. That's exactly it. However, I did spend a lot of time reading books. I think we're ready to go live. I
think so.
What? That should do it. I hope that's done it.
Should do it.
I hope what I've pressed has done. Switch to the gameplay. If it hasn't, well, then I'll just have to hit those buttons again that I just pressed.
It seems to have worked.
Yay, we're here.
Goodness.
Now, Jacono, it's your job now to keep an eye on the chat. I'm going to keep walking in circles while I think about where I even want to begin. Because, look, I know that Felix, he wanted to keep me down. He wanted to suppress my free thinking. I wanted to read all the books. So I went through the books. I read all of them. The Stone Ship Age sounds fantastic. The highlights are that I now understand how the art works and all that crap you were saying. Sorry, all that stuff you were saying about like people writing and creating worlds makes a lot more sense now, because there's a bit in the Stone Ship era where the guy talks about writing a book into the world, which is really great, and I love that. And then I read what's the other one? The one where there's the chasms in the ground. I read that one. That one wasn't very exciting, honestly. Let's just go back to the Stone Ship Age. Also, people were like popping out of the water, and it seemed as though, despite the fact that the author, he didn't like write anything into the book about wind, but whenever he's around, there seems to be more like wind and storms and stuff. It's like a byproduct of his presence in the world. Now, you might be wondering, Magus, why are you flipping through this random book full of codes? Because it's fun.
I don't know.
And there's 300 of them. And
there are 300 of them.
They scare me. The fact that there are 300 codes for this thing behind the fireplace here. Hold on.
Yeah, I do actually wonder if any of them work that didn't in the original game, that they've like added in as an Easter egg.
That's what I'd be curious about.
You want to just spend today going through all 300 and do nothing else?
No, definitely not. We need to finish the game at some point. But yeah, I've been having a real fun time just like playing through this and finding weird things. For one thing, you can press caps lock to change whether you're running or walking. And it says at the
I
top
actually
of the screen,
knew that was a thing in Abduction, which is their previous game.
Yeah.
But I just didn't even register that this was, of course, running on the same
So you can you can hold down shift to run, or you could just be always running, which, I mean, either's fine. Also, I'm going to see if I can replicate this right now. Let's see if I can. So see how when I try and walk through the door as it's opening or closing, it like stops itself? I don't, like, that's more of an engine thing, like, or like an attempt to replicate, like, you know, how the original games were, but it basically is to stop you, just like how you have to close the elevator doors. I found this out. Whenever you hop in an elevator, you have to close it by tapping the door. It's to prevent you from, like, sending something up or closing or opening a door and then being on the other side of the door. Basically, they're trying to stop you from cheating.
G-Chan, what on earth do you mean by it's still not as many block combinations as Litmus Test?
Oh, no.
Are you saying not as many block combinations as there are views on Litmus Test?
That's a great question. I don't know. I assume it's views by G-Chan. Also, I want to make a point here. Hold on.
Please do.
So first off, notice how all of the books have a cool theme song that plays when you get near them. And that includes the Myst book. And it's not just... Because I thought that song would play because you're like about to finish solving a puzzle in a world. but it's just the theme of the book itself. It always plays, so it's got this like triumphant sound, triumphant melody playing. I hope, even when you're just like, I guess I should leave now.
I think I was mentioning this towards the end of last week's stream, but I want to say that this game was originally going to come out without a soundtrack because they want it to be spooky and mysterious.
That's great.
And I'm so glad that it actually has like good sound in it.
Yeah.
And they've really done a really nice job of like remastering it.
Also, I have a greater appreciation for this age. I'm not going to mess with everything that's in here again, but apparently, according to the book about the Mechanical Age, this is like a fortress that Atreus built to keep away pirates. And he mentions that his sons, they don't like the fact that the air, the sky is black. And it's almost like a fairy tale that Atreus is telling them that like the sky will remain pitch black as long as there are evil things in this world, like enemies that will hunt down the innocents. And it's blue. Yeah. Which means it's a happy place, sort of. I mean, there might be no one here, and that might be why it's blue again. But still.
Well, maybe it's because his sons were the evil all along.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to say that. But yes, as long as there is an enemy here, the skies will be black, and now the sun's not here anymore. So that's fun. Anyway.
Yeah, there's actually, there was a Myst-like game that I played, I want to say earlier this year, called Haven Moon.
Yeah.
Which visually very much harkened back to...
Also famous.
The Mechanical Age in Myst. And I actually really, really liked that game. It was really nicely done, really well put together, like, kind of captured a lot of the Myst stuff without some of the weird jank that porting it to 3D has done to a lot of other games.
So I wanted to
but
try
it was only like an hour long, and I was really sad because it was such a well put together game, and I would have loved to have seen more of it, but because it was such a small team putting it together, they just, didn't have the budget to do anything bigger than that.
Yeah. Actually, I like that there are some options in here to make the game a bit more bearable, like the always run option, the ability to use the hand cursor, which Felix turned on for me. Somebody rearranged the words in that sentence. But yeah, you can put quick travel and ladders on, you can hide vehicle transitions, and haptic feedback, I guess, which I'm not using a controller, but still.
Well, this was originally a VR port, so that's probably the main reason for that.
Sorry, this is the last thing I'm going to test before I actually go back to the game. I promise you we are going to play this game and progress. I just want to see what this does to this elevator here. Hold on. This one. This one. Trolley portal. There it goes. Hold on. I just want to see what this does to this elevator here.
What was the option you toggled, sorry?
It was... hide vehicle transitions. And in the description it says, if enabled, vehicle rides like elevators do not show their animations while you ride them. We recommend enabling this if you are sensitive to being moved. I think that's a weird way of explaining that, but let's see. Yeah, so it still plays the sounds and the time passes, so it's not a way of like playing the game faster or more efficiently, but it means that if you're sensitive to the weird sensation that this game produces, well,
especially in
disable
VR.
it in VR especially. So that's interesting. It won't let me change the option while I'm inside the elevator. That's bizarre. Anyway, can you guys see why why Jacono might have been the better option being control this though? Because these are the things that I am interested in. If I were to play this game on my own, I would spend hours, and I did, just messing around with like how do all the system, like all these little settings work. You know, how many pages are in the combination book? There are 300. We're gonna spare you a bit of that, I think, and try and get to one of these ages. But these are the things that I'm interested about when I play puzzle games, and especially remasters like this. Because people love to like change little things and add little details. Anyway, I will show you something that I found. I hope I haven't messed this up by like switching off any marker switches, but I believe I can get something if I do this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run around. There we go. There's a white page. I don't know what that's for, but it seems important. Anyway.
Please, G-Chan, share your mildly amusing but irrelevant story.
Tell us. I can't talk forever, as much as I'd like to.
You definitely
could.
Also,
there's a grave here that says something that Felix translated.
It says Tiana. This was added in Real Myst and is a character from the expanded Myst lore.
Yeah, I noticed there were characters like Pran and Etma, I think, and Will and Branch. there were all sorts of characters in those books. I was like, those seem like they could be in other games. That scares me. Also, apparently, Catherine doesn't like going in books. She doesn't like, much like some people might not enjoy going up elevators in VR. She doesn't like going in books. Apparently. Anyway, I'm gonna go do this this puzzle here, which I assume is gonna get me to the Stone Ship age, which is by far the age that I'm the most interested in. Now that I've like read all these stupid books.
Ji-Chan's amusing but irrelevant story was that her mother was chatting to her cousin who lives in New South Wales.
Oh.
She said to Ji-Chan's cousin, "Oh, I like your hair." And Ji-Chan's cousin said, "Thanks, I haven't had a haircut in 2 months."
Nice.
And Ji-Chan observed, "This is truly a New South Wales lockdown moment."
Can I tell you, Ji-Chan, I just had a haircut. I got my housemate to cut my hair. He tried to give me a mullet, and I was like, you crazy boy. But he said it looked good. So, you know.
You've kept it?
I mean, obviously, no. No, his it's gonna sound a little bit weird, but his mother thought he was joking, but I didn't get that impression at all. I'm scared that he thought I would look good with a mullet on. Right, I need to check some dates now. This is the fun part. This is where the fun begins.
Give you the dates?
No, I have them. I have them written down. Here we go. So this you do have to hold and drag. I noticed, this is another thing I noticed while I was playing the game, that a lot of the levers, like, you don't actually have to move them physically up and down. You just have to, like, hold on them. You, like, click and hold, and they'll just move themselves, like this. But this one you do have to move up and down. Alright, first one is... I'm just going to put these in if you have any more anecdotes to throw around.
By all means, by all means.
Please do.
I want to say this was the puzzle that I solved first on Myst Island.
Strange to me, but fair enough.
Well, because of course, the first time I played through this book, I went through all of the books. And in the books, one of the things that you see is a bunch of star patterns. And I was like, oh, there's a planetarium here.
Yeah.
I will go do that. So I managed to stumble my way through that one. Felt pretty good about myself.
Oh, I see. This is bizarre. Why are they just individual numbers? Alright, whatever.
Excellent question.
That's bizarre that they would change the formatting there. This isn't good formatting, guys. Alright, I'm just going to check that everything's correct. Right, it should be nice and chill now. It's much...
What's bad about the number formatting there?
What do you mean? Oh, because it's like 10 and 4. Like, it's not like the one above it, it's 1984, and then below it, it's 10 and 04. I don't like that. It should be 1004 is what it should be. You know, it's fine.
Sounds drastically
now,
inconvenient.
what happened there? Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention.
I clicked the center button.
I thought I hit it.
Oh, right, you turn the lights off.
Oh, that's turn the lights off or
That's
something?
only inverted pattern. You don't have to, actually.
What?
If you hit the button
I saw little
again.
black dots. Hold on.
It shows it's you inverted. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Well, look, it's time for learning.
What a grand adventure we're on. I like that you can hit the outside button.
I know.
To close it.
You see, this is how I play games. I'm like, how many little ways are there to, like, break this game? Okay.
How many ways can man close door?
Well, that's it, right? It's not even breaking. It's just, like, doing the things that I'm obviously supposed to do in ways that I'm not necessarily supposed to. All right, I need to take a picture of this star pattern. I'm just going to do them all at once, and then I'll flip all the buttons out in the main area.
Sounds good.
That should be fine. Nice and straightforward.
Herds that mullets are trendy again?
No, please no. Definitely not.
I feel like it's the kind of trend that everyone's going to be in denial of until we're out the other side of the trend and everyone will retroactively acknowledge
if it becomes trendy, it's only because it's a practical thing to do during lockdown. Like, I can't imagine.
See, this is one of the stages of grief.
No. Also,
not
this
sure which one it is.
You know what? This one also should be just two numbers. Should be two numbers instead. Anyway, yes, continue.
Ji-Chan has seen high schoolers with mullets. That's horrifying.
That's
Why would you witness high schoolers? They terrify me.
That's a great question. I wouldn't. I don't want to witness anybody, let alone high schoolers.
Oh, and K-pop boys. Two genres of human being that I dare not touch.
Freaks, butts.
What have you done?
Candy and nuts. I gotta go all the way up. Can I hold it? Yeah, it's going.
Very fast.
Oh yeah. Also, I know that's 4 instead of... Oh, it gets faster. Hold on, too far.
I guess too fast. Too fast.
Sorry, I'll just tap it. It's not too bad. But that's good to know. It's like the ammo counts in Fallout New Vegas.
I've never played that game.
It's a good game. You should try it. I hear that some of those YouTube reviewers, you know, they were big fans of that game.
I've never seen a single review of that game in my life.
Good. I only jumped in the bandwagon, you know, years later, so I can't comment too much about it. Yeah.
You are a bit of a, you know, late in the bandwagon kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Is there a shorthand for that?
It probably is, but I spent too long thinking about it and decided to just go with the long hand.
Just double checking I've actually done that correctly. I really don't want to, like, input all of these sound waves or whatever and then be like, oh,
just change the time by a little bit and you'll see what it looks like if it's wrong.
Oh, is it just gonna be nothing? Just like, I mean, let's just do that, right? It's just non-distinct chatter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't illuminate the bigger dots. You can see the bigger dots there, but they don't stand out. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, there are way too many dates to sort through to find out if it's the case, but I've never found if the other constellation patterns are actually in there. They may well be.
I hope so. I hope they're just really hidden. I mean, there are randomized puzzle elements, right?
There are randomized puzzle elements,
maybe
but
in that version you can find
them,
but
right? That could also randomize the dates that they appear on. I've not actually checked.
I guess I'll tell you what I'm most curious about in terms of the random puzzle nonsense is whether it's actually random or if it's like a series of preset puzzle variations. That's what I'm most curious about, I think. And I don't think I'm going to play through this game again to find out, but that does interest me because there's sort of a... I don't know how to even approach this topic, but like there's a bit of a discourse around the idea of like randomized fun and randomized puzzle games and how like, you know, you want to play a puzzle game that's handcrafted 9 times out of 10 because the design is going to be like... What have I done wrong? Oh, PM, of course.
Yeah, well, I suppose the thing with randomized puzzle design is it depends where you like put the randomization. Because if
yes.
For example, just randomizing like numbers that can make an input, then all you're really preventing is people from like writing comprehensive guides. Like people would still have to understand the puzzle, even if they read a guide.
Well, yeah.
Whereas if you're like actually randomizing the like structure of the puzzle, then it's a different thing altogether.
No, for sure. I think that it would take a lot of effort to create a series of what am I doing? A series of randomized puzzles that are satisfying to solve every time. All right, hold on. Let me do this. I need to focus on this. I have no good commentary for the next 30 seconds or so.
That's all right. I believe in you. I believe you can find the various shapes.
The very obvious shapes, I'm sure. So there's one that has 2 little dots in the bottom left. That's the snake there. So snake is one of them.
That's correct.
Thank you. Snake beetle. Hold on. Snake beetle. Snake beetle leaf. Snake beetle leaf. Snake beetle leaf.
Good puzzling.
Snake beetle leaf. Snake beetle leaf.
I'm trying to think if there are any good games that I've played that have had like puzzle randomization like that. Because I mean, I don't think that Abduction, the like, I guess predecessor to this remaster by Cyan Worlds, had any randomization in it to my knowledge. I like never really looked up anything about that game before or after playing it.
Not sure why there's an achievement here for both gazing at the constellations and also salvaging the ship, because those are kind of the same puzzle. It's a bit strange to me. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
continue.
the achievements are actually kind of weirdly spaced out in this game.
I have noticed that. Anyway, we got the ship.
Also, I don't know if this has been the case for anyone else here, but my Xbox achievements, I've just had like 12 random games change the language of the achievements.
What?
Like when they pop up on my screen when I get them, they look completely normal, but then when I go to check them in the menu, they're like in Chinese or something, and I have absolutely no idea why that is happening, and apparently it's happened to a bunch of people. Like, I don't have a, like, language pack other than English installed.
Yeah.
It's just
bizarre.
a very bizarre bug.
I should say, before I leap, speaking of weird bugs, before I leap into the Stone Ship Age, I've been having some really weird issues with my audio setup, so if anything suddenly cuts out, or you can't hear me, please shout at me. Tell me I'm an idiot.
Yell in chat, write in all caps, and if for any reason you yell in all caps in chat, I will panickedly read it to Ben with no context.
We will immediately run to my house and knock on my door and say,
"Be arrested on the way, hopefully."
I need to fix everything. Yeah, of course. Be arrested.
Welcome to the Stone Ship Age.
One half of the ship, because he made the ship and it got split in half. That's why I mentioned it. Hey.
Yay.
But the kids really enjoyed hanging out in the ship, and they kept it nice and tidy. Well, I mean, it looks like they used to. They seem to have been gone for a while. Anyway, yeah, there was a map of the Stone Ship Age in there too, which was really cool. I liked seeing the fact, like, because the obvious thing to do with a ship that's been broken in half is to be like, there's one half of the ship, there's a rock in the middle, and then there's the other half of the ship. But it's like it's been cracked sideways. It's cool. It gives a really cool impression, I think.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of nice. The other thing that I actually really liked about the maps in this is how well upscaled they are in this port. Like, they did a really nice job of redrawing the maps to look good in this edition of the game. What are you doing? What is that tickety-tocking sound in the background?
Nothing good. I think I had to trace a specific pattern in a certain amount of time. That's my impression.
A timed puzzle in Myst? I never.
And the shark comes out of the water and eats me. That'd be pretty great.
That must be what happens. I mean, I did tell you there was a way to die in this game.
Combinations here. Oops. Oh. I hit the right mouse button. I thought I'd solved it. Anyway, we'll figure that one out later. Alright. Other side of the ship. Lighthouse. There it is. Should probably go to the lighthouse. That's the most, like, important structure here. That Atlas built for his friends. In 2 days, apparently. Give me the key.
It's pretty quick time to build a lighthouse.
It was. Apparently, it was Atlas and 2 boys. And they built that, or was it 3 boys? Because the third boy washed up on the shore, but I think it was just because there was Will, there was Branch. Oh, what are their names? Will was the third boy to show up, and Branch was the guy who like got named, I believe, second. But I don't know who the original guy was. So why can't I climb this?
Couldn't tell you. It is recessed into the wall.
No. Key. It's alright. I'll just. Oh, okay. Alright, fine. Let's ignore the lighthouse then.
Ignore the lighthouse.
Alright, well, ignore the lighthouse.
Not like it's the most important structure there.
I know. It's alright, I'll figure it out. I'm avoiding going in the center, but this seems actually way more important. Oh my god. Oh, look at the sun. It's beautiful.
So I discovered a very interesting feature on my phone a while ago that I used for this portion of the game.
Uh-oh.
And that is that, if I start to take a panorama and just ever so slightly wobble my phone side to side while panning this compass, I could get a full 360 panorama of what's through the compass here.
That's pretty cool. This is very bizarre. This is a bizarre way of controlling this, I want you to know.
Yeah, I really don't understand what they were going for. Basically, you click it and then drag in a direction.
You don't even click it, though. You just move.
Don't you?
No, there's no clicking involved. Look, I'll show you.
Oh,
I'm standing back. I'm clicking on it, and now no clicking. It just goes left and right based on where your mouse is.
It's even stranger than I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I assume that these controls...
How fast can it go? All the way to the side.
These controls are based off of... don't look if you see so.
It's pretty quick.
I assume these controls are based off of using a controller, right? Like, you just move the right stick back and forth to control this part of the game. Anyway, I don't know that I saw anything too exciting. There was a mast there at 181, I want to say. I assume that these masts are going to form something, but I'm not sure where to input that code, so I'll be back for you. Let's go in the center. So hope I don't get horribly, completely lost. Oh, let's not go.
It's flooded.
Yeah, okay. Are they both flooded? I've seen everything there is to see. Oh god. Once I can get in here.
Oh dear. Must have something that you can do.
Oh no. I'm sure there's something, but I'm bad at this. This is my first world all on my own. All by myself.
Yeah, we'll make you a Myst veteran by the end of things.
We'll see how we go. I promise nothing.
I was talking with my co-conspirators when I played through all of Myst about which Myst games what things were in. And we were having a very hard time remembering which Myst game was which means we're probably going to have to play them all over again.
Good lord. What is this nonsense? I guess I gotta like...
There's a very Toby, edgy Spider-Man haircut.
Can I do anything with
this?
And
shout out to Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi, my boy. Okay.
I don't remember a single thing that happens in any of those movies.
I remember him dancing. Spider-Man dancing.
I mean, I remember that from the memes, but I don't remember it from the movie. If someone was to just come and tell me that was in a different movie, I'd believe them.
He has to reveal his identity to Mary Jane.
4.
Welcome.
Herds is the one in control.
I'm in control, which means that it's gonna be a while before I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to actually do here. Because I've got a bunch of numbers, which is cool. And I've got that little thing down there that I can mess with.
I like the little red umbrella above it. It's quite cute.
That was the very first thing that I noticed in the world. I was like, umbrella! Check the tape. Go back.
It sticks out like an absolute sore thumb with everything else just being brown.
Is it there's something to do with the rocks, maybe? Right, don't hint me unless I'm really stuck, although I do feel pretty stuck right now.
You do feel pretty stuck?
Well, I'm not sure where to begin is the problem.
I mean, considering you only have one mechanism that you can interact with that makes a noise when you do anything, I feel like...
I know. Is it this thing down? Nope, it's not that. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be tracing or following. Because I could just like do it. Is it this? No. The mouse pattern, I'm just trying to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be following. So that telescope again.
You're thinking that you like got to trace the patterns in the rocks or something?
I've got to trace something, I'm just not sure what.
Big old witness puzzle.
Oh, I hate Witness. I'm sorry. I'm not playing that, that's for sure. That would kill me.
The Witness was a really great game to chill out with friends, but my goodness, I could not imagine trying to make that game entertaining for an audience. It just seems difficult.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting commentary in The Witness on, like, game design principles and, you know, the nature, or the, like, the relationship between the designed game and the player once they've stopped playing it. But,
oh god.
You really got to kind of sink yourself into that sort of stuff to get the full experience out of that game.
This mechanic is already balked. Now it's doing it from this side.
Well, so if you click out and then click back,
I know.
your mouse is on the screen.
I know it is. It's just that's bizarre that's how that works. Because that lines up pretty much.
Forget how it worked in the original game. I don't think it was anywhere near that janky. I want to say it was just a click and drag.
Anyway, let's go mess down here.
Yeah, one of the fun things about the Witness G-Chan, like, you know, saying you barely remember it, is that it's the kind of game where even if you remember stuff, like, the best you can do is remember the rules, and then still just go in and solve the puzzles. Like, you know, you miss a bit of the learning experience, but a lot of the challenge can still be there, particularly on some of the harder puzzles.
On the walls, I think.
Like, yeah, and the aesthetic of that game was really just gorgeous as well.
Very nice.
I never finished the full, like, secrets set of Braid, which was Jonathan Blow's game before that.
Fun game, yeah.
Because the first secret that I went to do meant that I had to, like, wait for an hour. And the game crashed before it happened. So I gave up on that pretty quick. Will he figure it out, ladies and gentlemen?
Maybe. Strong maybe on this one, Chief.
I mean, we do have a full 2 hours for you to figure out this one puzzle.
I may be able to. But I promise nothing at this point. I don't know, I'm not... These sorts of games are definitely not on the wavelength that I would associate with puzzle games that I like to play. So I will do my best, but I may need a hint in a minute because I don't know where to begin with this. Obviously, I'm supposed to solve that fiddly thing. Is this? Trying, like,
So awkward to play no bar DDR. You have no idea what to do with your hands. That's part of the challenge, Shishan. You got to figure out
you gotta do
how to
stylish
dance
things
with your whole
hand.
body.
Yeah, dude. Now that's something I can get my head behind. Is there something here?
I've never seen you play DDR. Is that going to be next stream? You're going to buy a DDR machine,
No comment.
ship it across the country.
The camera needs to be pointed only at my legs. Alright, first, can I have a hint? Do I need to do anything with the telescope right now?
No.
Good.
Everything you need to do at the moment is with that mechanism, and you are approaching the mechanism in a way different to its intended purpose.
Great.
You should
I'm
use
sure
it
I am.
and then look around.
Oh, is it like moving something and I'm just not paying attention at all? Good. Great. So let's do that.
Also, you press the button after you've moved it.
What do you mean I pressed the... what? What do you mean I'm pressing the button after I've moved it?
No. Like, once you've moved the slider, press the button.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. These are positions for something, and when I press the button, it'll move to that position.
Maybe. Have a look around.
What's in the middle now? I don't remember what the original position was. Okay, it affects the water level. The water level. Thanks, Felix.
The ticking sound is a pump.
Of course it is. I knew I would have figured that out for sure.
I believe you.
Whose room is this? What nonsense nerd? Yeah, okay.
Oh, come on. Why is it even a question? You should know by now.
Hold on, let me check my notes. What do my notes say? Hold on, give me a sec. I gotta check which brother's which. It doesn't matter, Felix. They're both evil. They're both evil brothers.
One of them is taxes evil, and the other one is
it does
weird
not matter.
Stuff evil.
Where's my search function? Why is... Oh, I hate this. Atris, I'm gonna say... No, wait, this is Cirrus. Cirrus!
Cirrus, well done.
It's Cirrus. I remember. Sort of...
Look at all this finery he likes to enjoy, not like his barbarian brother, the obvious bad guy, Akana.
Yeah, totally. Some secret on this...
I could have sworn that you used to be able to open this globe, but I could not for the life of me figure out how to do it.
Let me see if I can figure it out.
Don't waste too much time. I may just be wrong.
I've already wasted enough time with that stupid opening puzzle. You know, the easiest puzzle in the area. You know, that you're supposed to do really quickly.
Yeah.
This deals a lot of drugs and alcohol, it seems like.
Oh yeah, I mean, what else are you supposed to spend people's tax money on?
Alright, what is this? Boop. Cool. Do it again. Yeah.
And that was where they spent the remaining hour and a half of stream.
Just spinning globes and hanging out. I mean, there's probably
you would
nothing...
definitely be serious.
Taxes and glory? Hell yeah. I ain't down for that torturing nonsense, right? That's what the other guy does, right? Yeah. He's like,
you wouldn't chop people's hands off when they came to speak to you in a weird chompy device.
That was fun, actually. I enjoyed discovering that again. No, I'd be like, give me all your money, or I'll feed you to my brother, who's much worse than me. Like, that's pretty much it. Right,
oh, you think both of them are evil? That's a little...
Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Actually, hold on. I just want to double check I haven't missed anything. Missed anything? Yeah. Also, that door doesn't slow down.
The game after.
That door doesn't slow down, which is interesting. Hold on.
No, there's a couple of them that behave differently, and I don't really know why.
Why all the differences? Who knows? Anyway, I just want to make sure I've absolutely gotten everything in this room, because...
Maybe we will have to play Abduction after this and see if the doors are just as weird.
We should just play Myst 4.
Two evil men call two men evil.
That's true. Look, I would be Cirrus.
The beginning of a haiku.
And he would be Akana. And then we're done. Oh, I should probably check the other side. Hold on. I assume the other side is other bro's chamber, so let's do this. That
is the trope.
That is the trope. With the father balancing them in the middle. Where are the hanging bodies?
Atris's bedroom. We've never seen where Atris sleeps. He may be a sleepless monster.
Uh-huh. Ah, yes, the old ribcage light. That sounds like fun.
I mean, you joke. I have one of those in the corridor right outside my room here.
Made out of real ribcage?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
My dad had like pig skulls in his study, but I feel like that's a slightly different thing, you know. Don't make it weird. My dad had pig skulls. It's just what happened.
Listen,
from the
everyone
pigs
who has
and
a
the boars that
family
he shot,
member who
okay?
lives in the sticks has animal bones somewhere.
So you gotta go out, you gotta hunt them. You gotta bring back the delicious wild boar. You know, I gotta find this page under the pillows. Man, I wish he would just leave his stuff lying around like Sirius does.
How often does Felix get to say, I can neither confirm nor deny more than you think? I just tend to contain myself on our shows because it's not my catchphrase. It's not Herd's catchphrase either. It was stolen by Samuel L. Jackson.
It's true. He did just take it from me.
We got a cease and desist letter.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. We're gonna have to fight him in the court again at some point. Anyway, I gotta find this letter.
It's nice to be noticed by Samuel L. Jackson, at least.
Yeah, you know, small victories. I feel like there's gonna be some secret door or something, but... Just don't let me waste the audience's time for too long, Felix.
I mean...
If there's literally nothing in this room, then...
The chest of drawers, there are multiple drawers.
What?
If you look at it, you've opened 2 different tiers.
What do you mean 2 different tiers? There's... the lighting! That's not fair.
Yeah, this one was really
dodgy.
That's
nonsense.
Even having played this game before, I nearly missed this.
Garbage. Oh, it's the... the lighting, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no! Oh, what have they done?
Let me try from over here. Let's see if that's bad. It's still bad.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on. Let me... Here, over here. I can sort of read it.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, I already did it. Like, I didn't need to read this. That's why I can laugh at it. I'm not like, why is there a black page here that I can't read anything? Anyway. Wait, didn't I already open a drawer of this? Are there 6 drawers in total?
There are 6 drawers here.
No! Oh, no! It would take me a long time to find that.
Yeah,
there's lots of things in this game that I think I would find. Straight up,
that was the thing. It took me the longest to find playing this through the first time since the re-release.
Oh, that's awful.
It was. I didn't have that lighting issue though. That was hilarious.
Don't you just love old puzzle games? So quaint.
Jishan says, Lamau, based game design. They said, fuck you. Let's fucking go. All caps. And I read it out because I said I would.
Thanks, G-Chan. If I do this, nothing, right?
Nothing. It's. I think it's just the 3 positions, unless there's a secret thing I don't know about.
Nah, stuff. We're not wasting any more time here. We're gonna do this. I'm done messing around this age. We're just gonna do this stupid age. All right, so we've done a pump. 1 pump. What does that do? Is this the original position?
No,
Maybe?
It starts top center.
Okay. So all 3 positions are like gonna do something. I'm just not sure what. Because something has. Oh, you know what it is? It's for this thing. Of course it is. Because it'll give us enough slack to pull the. Oh wait. No, I need to do something downstairs, don't I? So I think this is the lowest position, maybe. I guess we'll find out. All right, let's mess with this. This seems fun. Get everything out of there so it'll float, and then I'll have enough slack.
That's right.
Get out of there. What happens if I toggle it? Like, surely nothing, but... Okay. So this is a really rudimentary design for 2 super geniuses. I guess this one might have been made by Atchis and the boys out of, you know, whatever they could find, but still.
I mean, I like to think that they got shipwrecked here, didn't have a pen and paper, and just had to improvise.
This is so silly. The idea of just sticking a chest on a buoy. It's a buoy, right? Like, it's a buoy that's also a drinking tap. Like, it's also a treasure chest. It's economical, is what it is. Oh dear.
Yeah, multi-purpose design. You gotta be frugal out on the open seas.
Terrible. So I assume that these 3 positions, like, I'm just not sure if it's like these 3 positions are places the water can be, or if they're like places the water isn't. So I assume there's gonna be 3 chambers Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, see, there's one that... So what was the first one that didn't have any water in it? You know what? I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm not certain that I...
It was the two boys' rooms.
Oh, right,
The
it
two
was...
boys'
Sorry.
rooms-
Sorry, no. It was in the top center, wasn't it? So all three... What this is indicating with the three things here is that these are 3 rooms that can be empty of water. Because when I think of a puzzle like this, I would assume that the 3 points are places the water can be sent to, whereas that's not the case. Anyway, I probably should have done that key thing, but... this is cool.
Yeah, this is one of the sections of the game that they really did a nice job sprucing up, like the
I like this. This is
water
really
outside
cool.
and the fish swimming around.
There's the pipe that fills it full of water.
It makes me very excited for one particular section should they ever remaster Riven. Who knows if that'll happen, who knows if it's a good idea.
Okay. So I hit the button once. Can't mess with that. I guess I'll just leave this for now. These might be a puzzle, but if they are, there's no indication of them doing anything.
The best of
There's
my
a lot of
knowledge,
them,
that button is the only interactable thing down there at the moment.
Well, I hit it once, I think, so... We should be able to, Sorry, I'm literally just going the wrong way now.
I'll petition them to remake Riven on your behalf. I'm sure they'll listen.
Are we good? Can we...
It wouldn't be me that they'd
wrong?
remake Riven. I would have so many concerns in a remake of Riven, but I would also be incredibly excited for it.
Let's stick this over the right and see what else I can do over there, if anything. Oh, that button may have also done something for the telescope. I guess we'll find out. I hit the button, I got the pages, so theoretically I should only have to mess with the lighthouse and the, obviously the telescope at this point. Damn.
I will save you the time here, because in the original game, that key hanging down and that lock weren't on the same screen, so they couldn't be used with one another.
Oh, okay. It is for the chest then. I assume. I mean, what else could it reach, right? Because I'll tell you again, my expectation for this puzzle was that I had to raise the buoy such that... Oh, you're right. It does need to be the other way, doesn't it? My expectations are just causing me more grief than I need. I'm like, oh yes, I get how this puzzle works. I don't actually at all, is the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just fill it out. Because in my mind, what I was supposed to do was raise the buoy, so then there would be more rope where the key was, and I could fit it to the door with the key.
No, they're 2 separate ropes, but it doesn't like show you that immediately.
No, not at all. Anyway, that's fine. I should remember that this isn't a 3D game or whatever. What am I missing here? So I go down, things not got any water in it, which is a good thing, but it's not floating. Why is it not floating up?
Excellent question.
Let's have a look at its bottom. Can I mess with this? Or is it something to do with that button I pressed in the other area? Oh! I probably have to, like, make sure this is closed. There we go. Let's try that.
Will it float?
I hope so.
A hot new show on YouTube.
Mean, what do we even do with that show? Is it like the slow-mo guys, but much less interesting?
I was thinking more like the microwave show. You know, is it a good idea to microwave this?
Will it? Okay. Sure.
That's one of the YouTube shows that I felt like it was a big day. Sorry, a big deal back in its day. But no one I've spoken to has ever heard of it.
Oh, it's not a hold, it's a click. And there's another key in here. Because this is less effort than, you know, cutting that rope or whatever. It does. But for the love of God, this is such a stupid... Oh, look, the key went back. Alright, up we go. It's like magic. Alright, here we go. Now for the dumb telescope puzzle, I assume. So what is this?
It is a mysterious black screen that I still don't entirely understand. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Yeah.
They did a... I felt they did a slightly poor job conveying the fact that the thing on the right is a battery.
I mean, I figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah, like, it's not difficult, but it's one of the, like, visual changes they did in this game.
Yeah,
that,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. What was it in the original? Yeah, it is going
Well,
down.
it was like
Okay.
2 cylindrical cells
Timer.
were attached to the gauge there, I want to say.
I don't know.
I don't remember exactly.
This is also very silly.
This
I'm
place
falling.
is so romantic.
It's pretty.
Yeah, like, don't
romantic.
get me wrong, it's not that it doesn't look like a battery, it's just like, given some of the cool visual changes that they've made to the game, I thought that one was a bit odd.
Well, I should be following
POV,
these.
Magus is trying to solve a puzzle while you watch the sunset. And that's what I'm doing. I'm staring out my window at the sunset right now.
Let's see what that's done downstairs. If anything. I'm not. I've got the window closed right now. It's trying to block out the noise of the neighbors. They've got their kids out outside, so you know.
I don't want to let anything in or out. I was about to record an interview today for another show that I do called Get Gig Ready.
That sounds like fun.
And it was just a big old fly that was buzzing around, and I was like, excuse me?
This is ridiculous. What is this?
Please depart. Uh-oh, power's off.
No, that's fine. So it's a puzzle that I have to do in a certain amount of time, and if I make a mistake, the power goes off. That sounds like fun. And this connects the two sides.
Did you feel like there was a timer there?
It is a timer. What do you mean? Hold on. The battery goes down. I saw it.
I mean,
It went.
I guess it does.
It's a
but
very generous timer, but it's a timer, isn't it?
It turned off when you hit the button.
What do you mean? Yes.
Okay.
Felix, I'm annoyed at you now. I don't know what you're trying to imply. You implying that once again my assumptions of how this puzzle works are wrong?
No, I
And
was
I'll
just
never
like,
figure
I
it
was
out.
wondering if you had associated the fact that pressing the button turned the lights off.
Actually, it just drains this battery, which is slowly ticking down. You can hear it like...
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a generator or whatever. Speaking of, we should... Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just overcharge the battery.
I mean, I might as well. It might
Fly
explode,
is a
but it might
fan
also
of
give me
the
a few more
show,
seconds.
clearly. I like to imagine that most of my listeners are flies. It just makes it easier to host the show.
That's a good way of thinking about, listeners.
Really just cuts out all of the like social pressure of having to do entertainment.
Let's have a look down here before we press anything. Is there anything else?
There's a
Any
lovely
other
view outside.
hints? It is. There's one. Do I have to follow these cables? I don't know. This is the scary bit. So there's 2 of these little boys. There's also fish. I hate this. Alright, here we go. These little things.
Chrono attracts flies much like garbage. Fair cop.
It's true.
I have no witty comeback.
You catch more flies with honey, which is why you should hang out with Magus. Because he's sticky. Yeah. Got him.
Just leave that one hanging.
Alright, well this is a compass. So that's fun.
Only there was a place with compass
Yeah.
directions on this map.
Are you not referring to the telescope? Is there something else that I have to... Oh, God.
I'm definitely referring to the telescope.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I thought that you were, like, trying to hit me towards something else. Because in my mind, obvious... Like, both of them...
I was
'Cause
hinting towards the obvious thing.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Because in my mind, the obvious connection between the two is that they're both a 360-degree device. Not the fact that they have compass directions. Anyway, let's go see what happens here.
Well, I guess?
Alright, let's see if anything exciting occurs.
I don't really
Am I
follow
just
that
supposed to get
statement, but
something
I believe in you.
Oh, yeah, 135, you say. So, oh!
I didn't say 135.
No, I said
135 isn't even a number on there. It goes from 130 to 140.
What? Are you trying to hit
What?
me again? I'm worried about you.
Well,
Hold on.
you know,
I hate
just
this.
confused.
Stop it.
Confused
Stop it.
about
Stop
your
the hitting.
relationship with compasses and
read.
compass directions.
Well, I don't know what it is either. It's 360 degrees is what it is.
That's true, much like a compass.
Yes, thank you. You shut your damn mouth. I need to figure out what's going on here.
That was a joke, FYI. I am not that feral. Oh,
Is this
because
you,
she said
Felix?
Magus attracts flowers because he's my pretty flower boyo. And then a face that I am attempting to make as I read this out. If you can hear the face,
That sounds
best of luck to
awful.
you.
Don't make faces. Alright, so what have we got here? We've got, I mean,
Have
the
you ever
mask,
used
right?
a compass, Ben?
120. No, not really. I see the master at 120 and 185. I don't feel like so. I've never used a compass, or at least if I have, I've forgotten how to do it.
Interesting.
If there's something really obvious that I should know, just tell me. But
No.
assume...
I'm just making general quizzical observations
Okay.
about compasses.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to line up here. That's what I'm not certain about.
Huh.
So there's something behind this rock I need to line up. No. Probably not.
Guess we'll just have to see.
We will
figure it out.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I don't know how compasses work. It's not something
It's
I've
true.
had to think about in years. I mean, I did do bush camping, and I was in the Cub Scouts, but I barely remember that time.
You
of
were
my
a
life.
Cub Scout? Oh
I
my
was.
gosh. The
Back in
Deep
the day.
Law?
Yeah, the Deep Law. For like a year, and then I ran out of patience. Alright, so, I mean, there's one on 120, which is like... Should I look this up? Is this... Hold on.
What? What do you mean look it up?
Not the game, but like how to read a compass.
No, don't worry. It's nothing that complicated.
Look,
This
I
puzzle
don't
is
know. You're telling me all sorts of shit, and I'm like, do I need to know general knowledge?
I'm just trying to
solve
trying
this?
to fill the airtime while you do your big thinks.
Okay, well, do it away from me.
Oh yeah,
Distracting
sorry.
me.
You know, if
You
you could
entire
just
nerd.
yeah, you can just mute me and I'll just talk to myself, even though I'm
mute you on
running
stream.
through your
I'll
computer.
yeah, that's it.
Just take your headphones off and trust that I won't ruin anything.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna go hit buttons randomly and see what happens. Because I might have to just fudge. Hold on, let me just.
What are you trying to do?
Go down the ladder. I was like, I'm gonna go ladder. Where is it? Oh, it's directly behind me. There we go. Speedrun strats. Alright. So let's try 120 and just see what happens. Oh, actually, is it the cables? Is that what they want me to line up? Hold on.
You can't see the cables through the.
No, but I could approximate them. They're on either side of. Are you saying that because it's wrong, or are you saying that to mislead me?
It is
Felix?
not the cables.
Good, thank you.
I'm saving you the time.
Stop it. I don't like it. Alright, I'm gonna try 120. If I can figure out where that is.
Send you my entire beautiful panorama of this wonderful
don't do
world.
it. Don't do it. So where's north?
Which direction
That's
is
north.
120?
That's a great question. That's what I'm trying to shush you. That's 180.
Well, no, that's 0.
Oh, it's 0, is it?
Yeah.
Thank
Got a
you.
little
Now
crown on it for north.
that's something that's helpful. Well, I saw the crown. Look, I don't know. I think you face forwards when you think about like where the numbers are, but whatever. This is 0, so 120 should be like. Hold on. I'm just gonna count one quadrant. Don't make fun of me. 2,
alright.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 8 in a quadrant. And it's what, 90? Hold on. Yeah, 90 degrees.
Yep.
So it's 1 per 10. Okay. Yes. The math doesn't quite check out in my head, but
It's
just
1 per
gonna-
5.
1 per 5, is it?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just having a moment here.
That's all right.
But doesn't it go around to...
That's what friends are for.
Alright, whatever.
Compass directions.
Whatever.
It's the entire purpose of friends.
So it's halfway. Sorry, I'm just thinking now. 90. The power's gone out.
The power's gone out.
Sorry, I can still like solve it in my
Still
in my
figure it
brain
out.
now. Yeah, sorry, I'm just
Nice that they put a batteryless light in the middle of the table to illuminate this dark interior for you.
You sure it's 1 per 5? Isn't it 1 per 10? Because it goes 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Which is 1 like quarter.
Oh,
Even that
that's
doesn't
bizarre.
seem right to me. That is bizarre. I'm
I
worried.
guess it is 1 per 10 then.
Yeah, it must be. I'm glad I checked that. Because, yeah, there's not nearly enough of them otherwise. Anyway, I'm going to guess this is 90, so 1, 2... Crap, 1, 2, 3? What does that put us? Because then that's... 125, which I believe is halfway, right? So that one
It'd
there.
be 135.
135?
Yeah.
This one?
Because it'd be 90 plus 45.
Well, that's the thing, though. The buttons don't seem to quite line up with what I'm expecting. Anyway.
That's why I thought it was 1 every 5. I'm now very confused.
That's what I'm concerned about. The number of these don't seem to quite line up the way I'm expecting. So that's fine.
That's fine.
Anyway, I'm just going to pick one, and if it's wrong, I'll pick the other one. So if we start north, we go past the first one. We'll just pick this one, let's say. And we'll just see if it works. And if not, I'll try another one. Thank you.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of numbers.
It shouldn't take me more than 3 tries, assuming that 120 is the one I'm going for, which I'm not even sure of that.
I guess you'll just have to find out.
It is the way the ship's facing, and that seems like a thematic thing to be important.
The ship's facing 2 directions. It's split in half, as you observed when we arrived.
That's the back. That's the butt. This is the butt of the boat. Okay, I'm touching the butt of the boat. That's the way it's facing. So, I don't know. Well, this thing, like when I was looking through the telescope originally, the only things that like seemed to be significant to me were the masts. Masts is plural. So I'm going to just go with 120 and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then you can yell at me. You'll talk about how dumb Magus is for not solving this first try, like how Jacrono did.
Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. What the heck, Aruni, have they done?
What?
So it's got 1 light.
You looking good? Are you trying to figure out what's up with this puzzle, or you doing something else now?
Oh, it's not divided into 5s and 10s. It's divided into
hold on, what is
quarters and eighths.
Oh, of course it is.
That's why the Senate design has the
I hate that
red
so
and
much.
black stars there.
All right, well, let's just pick. My brain. Sorry, I just need to think for a second. It's 120, and so it's 2/3 is what it is.
Yep.
Which
does not map onto their.
Well, it's a bit higher, right? Let's go. I'm just gonna pick one. Damn it! I feel like that was wrong. Just not a fan of this nonsense. That was way too close. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know why I picked that one. All right, it's fine. Just gonna work my way backwards until I get the right one. I hate doing maths at the best of times, let alone with an audience and a Felix.
I mean, listen, doing maths in public is one of the most dangerous activities a human being can do.
It is. It's fine. It'll take me a couple tries, I'm sure, but here's Felix to tell you about something embarrassing to keep your attention while I do this.
Embarrassing to keep your attention? Oh,
Please.
God.
Do you have anything exciting to tell us, or?
Well, I had a doctor's appointment today.
Oh, is that too embarrassing? Is that all right?
Listen, there's nothing embarrassing about medical history.
You're right. There's nothing embarrassing about going to the doctor.
It's important to make sure that people aren't embarrassed to talk about their health issues.
Good.
Because otherwise, you end up not going to the doctor about your health issues, and then you die.
It's true. And then you get murdered. Which one did I even press? Oh, God.
I've forgotten.
Not that one. Oh, yep, that one.
Congratulations, it was the right one.
Yay. Now, I know I'm going to ruin the illusion a little bit. I know from hearing someone complain as they did what I assume was this puzzle. I wasn't watching them, but I heard them go, well, it's this one. And then they pressed another button. I was like, oh, I guess that wasn't the right combination. That's because you're only... If I press another button, it'll reset everything, and I'll have to do that again, so... Anyway, that was good. That only took me 2 tries, which I felt pretty okay about. I'm sure it was incredibly dumb of me to not get it first try.
Not 120 degrees, though.
What was it?
The direction of the blinking lighthouse.
I looked at that, and you were like, it's not, but that's not on any of the numbers. Whatever.
That's not what I said.
Whatever, you're dumb.
I said the mast wasn't.
That's dumb. Whatever, Felix. You're a dummy.
I'm the dummy here.
That's true. Anyway, what was it? Have I walked past whatever I'm supposed to do? I am not.
No.
It's too late. I'm going back down now. Whee!
Okay.
I want to go through this room and admire my competence at solving puzzles.
Yes. No, so the other place
I did
that
see
those
the blinking light, and you were like, anyway, this is a map.
The other place that those big green glowing lights appeared was in the other underwater section.
I thought so, with the arrows.
The single button.
Yeah, I figured it'd be that. Now the button will probably be powered. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything obvious in that room.
Hopefully it doesn't run out of battery.
It better not. Was it this one?
I actually have no idea.
I'll figure it out. Doesn't matter.
I mean about the battery. It's definitely that one.
I mean, I've solved the puzzle. Surely it's done now.
Surely.
Surely. Surely we're done with this stupid age. Come on, book.
This has been a lovely.
Show me the book. No, I've enjoyed it. Show me the book. What's that music? Oh, stop playing the music. Whoa. And then we were swallowed up by the book.
Iconic sound.
Walking, 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 walking.
That is a very bizarre bug.
It's great.
Well, it took you almost exactly an hour to solve one
I'm
so
sorry,
we're perfectly on
I'm-
track. What do you mean? This is
I don't-
perfect. This
I don't
is the
think-
speed we need to be going at.
I don't think an hour is good. That's okay. Let's
That's
go
alright.
do this ship puzzle now.
Myst veterans observing the title of this stream may know what we're in for.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna die of old age. Here we go. Alright. So, what do we gotta do? 59, I want to say?
I
57?
believe so.
I'm going to check it. Sorry, I have a photo of it. Because now we have to turn the power on and pull this 59 volts. And
59
apparently the one on
volts.
the right is the power to ship. What's the power on the left for? Does that do anything?
That's the power in the generators. If you blow the fuse by going over 59, then you have to go fix the fuse.
Oh, okay. Which I haven't done in this timeline. So that's exciting.
That's true. But you did it originally, so maybe you should do it right now just to be safe.
Please? No, definitely not. I'm trying to remember actually what I did last time. I feel like it was... I remember saying something about like the top, the bottom 4 or whatever. So this is close. Ah, fuck yeah.
Oh, you got it!
Yeah! Look at that! Ah, that's how all puzzles should go.
So this is the exact same thing that happened to me when I came to play this remaster the first time, and I don't really remember finding it anywhere near that easy the first time around, so if you're playing Myst for the first time, press random buttons and you statistically are likely to get the right answer.
No, I assume I'm supposed to fiddle with this. I
No,
mean...
that's the fuse.
Do I not have... Oh, I don't have to mess with this now, do I?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you have to do if you have to replace the fuse? Where do you get a fuse
Flip
from?
that switch.
You just flip it? That's it?
Yep.
Oh, that's really boring. Okay, I'm
It's a
glad I
tripped
didn't mess
fuse
with
as
it.
opposed to a blown fuse.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Alright, open you up, surely, and then we go on a mysterious adventure. Crap, puzzles with pianos.
Oh no.
That's not good. Alright, give me a second to get this stupid page out. Now, this one I actually
He's
haven't
got a
taken a
picture
photo
of
of
it.
recently, but of course I have. It looked like a puzzle. You gotta take pictures of puzzles, dude. That's how it works.
What does a puzzle look like? If you had to describe a
Diagrams.
puzzle in 10 words
Diagrams
or
of
less, what does
puzzles.
it look like?
Whenever you look in a book
diagrams
and
are
there's an
puzzles.
obvious diagram, it's a clue to a puzzle. Diagrams are clues to puzzles in puzzle games. That's how it works. So apparently...
I've never played a puzzle game before.
Good.
I do wonder if we were to get you to play Abduction, if you could solve the worst puzzle in that game.
That's what we need. Shit.
I spent maybe an hour on the worst puzzle in that game, and you didn't even need to solve the puzzle because there's actually like an answer key for it in the game. But I was like, no, we gotta figure this out. It's a matter of pride, and I did it. And I felt amazing. It's the smartest I've felt in my life. Decagon House Murders, nothing compared to the worst puzzle in Abduction.
Sounds right.
Tell us in chat without spoiling the answer to the puzzle. What is the hardest puzzle you have ever solved?
I mean, Felix knows what that is, I think. Shout out to that 1 hour-long video we have on the channel. For me, I don't actually know. I don't solve a lot of puzzles, truthfully. I don't know. Like, I do murder mysteries with the reader, but I kind of forget about puzzles once I've solved them. I go, yep, solved it, and I move on to something else. I don't know. I don't mean that in a condescending way. I don't often think about puzzles after I've solved them once.
Yeah, you don't
is that
really
even
like
the right one?
internalize them as much.
No, I don't. That's why I'm so bad at solving them. Anyway, that's the sound I want.
Here we go.
I don't even know if that's right. I don't have a good ear for these sorts of things, but I'll do my
That's right.
best.
I normally just hum and hold to the note.
Well, that's a bit hard right now, isn't it? Also, I'm bad at humming.
Well, it's no time like the present to learn.
I think that's it.
Wait, what the hell? Why is my phone playing music? Shut up, phone.
It's trying to figure out what the song is that I'm playing.
It's a good thing it was the song I made, so it wasn't gonna copyright strike me. Wasn't listening to my own music. It was a song I helped someone else produce.
Somewhere up there.
Very difficult to listen to your own music when you've already spent enough time listening to it while you make it. Not the hardest one, but since I mentioned Layton not that long ago, there was one puzzle in a Layton game. And since they put in a shit ton in those games, some of those are more math problems, right? There was this one that was like, you're on a bus, use this to figure out how many people are on the bus. That seems bizarrely abstract for a maths problem. I love it. Oh, you forgot the bus driver. Oh my goodness, Ji-chan. Always remember to thank the bus driver.
I think that's right. God, I don't.
You know, whenever I get off the bus, I normally thank the bus driver like a good citizen. But when I get off the bus overseas, I normally say, cheers, mate. Just to, like, you know, establish the context for our relationship right up front. You know, like, yes, I am from Australia. No, this is going to be our only interaction. I will front no further questions.
Stupid.
Oh no, Ji-chan, you forgot to count yourself as well. Oh my goodness.
If you have to count the bus, excuse me, as an entity.
Well, she was counting the passengers on the bus and forgot the bus driver, but then forgot herself as well. I don't know if people thank the bus driver overseas or not. I assume they do because there was a meme that went around about it a while ago. Probably years ago at this point, but it feels like weeks ago. But I always make sure when I'm overseas to thank the bus driver in the least Australian accent I can muster, which is to say extremely Australian, because that's just what happens when you go overseas. Bus driver forgot to open the door on the bus today. Oh no. Did you smash through the glass and crawl home bleeding on the pavement? Honk honk. It's really hard being overseas and not just pulling out, you know, a good old mate. Just don't know how to exist overseas without it. Can't believe I've been speaking for bus drivers all this time, and he's still trying to figure out the notes.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I think the first one's right. Probably.
I think so. Gotta play some funky tunes on the piano and worry about the puzzle later. Nope.
No.
I don't remember what the actual, like, input device was in the original version of the game. Let me go open the original game and see if I can find it before you figure this out.
Please do. I will do my best here, but...
Keyboard, put all 5 notes in.
Prospect not looking good.
Oh, it was sliders in the original game. Interesting.
Okay, let's try this again. This one needs to be higher. Let's try that. Come on.
Come on.
Am I close? Are any of these like really wildly off, Felix?
Well, the first two have to be an octave apart, and that is definitely not an octave.
An octave? How far is an octave in centimeters?
The
I just... Okay. They gotta be an octave apart!
They gotta be an octave apart. Got yourself a little old C, then a C2, then a D sharp 2, then an F, and then a B flat.
Okay, good. And what is that in centimeters?
You can't make the same joke twice, Ben.
Sorry, I'm trying to hammer in the madness of this situation. This is very bad. Okay, hold on. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like I'm just going mad.
It's definitely lower than that, I think.
Lower?
Yeah.
Is that right? Let's try that. Come on. It's making a nice little pattern though. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, so it goes the first one and the second one are an octave apart, then the next one's higher.
That's not helpful information.
Is between the first two, then the last one's below the first one.
Okay. The last one's below the first. I mean, I think I figured that far out.
Yep.
Let's try that. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
It definitely is a very janky way to do like the input for a music thing, I gotta say there.
It's
Like
okay.
especially the way that they've organized
to
the like
defend me,
ticks
just-
on the sliders, so occasionally there's like the like
This one might
sharps
be
and
lower.
flats are just shown in a really weird way.
Damn.
Okay, so the one on the far left,
Yes.
you want to take it down.
How
Okay,
many notches, Felix?
so drag it up.
Are
up a
any
bit,
of
drag
them
it up a bit.
correct? Tell me right
No, no,
now.
just drag
Are
them up a
any
bit,
of
just
them
drag them up.
correct?
Hold on, drag it up a bit.
Ah!
So you'll see the drag it up a bit.
How?
So you see the notches on the side light up when you drag it.
Do they?
Yeah. It's a little bit underneath the hand, the way that you have it held at the moment.
Okay, hold on.
You see how they light up?
Sort of, yeah.
So, yep. So, up one. Yep. Nope. Down. Yeah. So it's the top of those first pair on the left, and then the second column is. You see how there's drag it up a bit.
Yeah.
So you see how there's a double pair on the side there. So it should be on the top of that little double. So down. No, down one. Down. Again. Yep. And then what
then
is
we're
the
done.
next note? The
Are
next.
they all wrong?
next
Jesus.
Next note is a D sharp, so
my
that should
God.
be.
No, I will
The-
freely admit this is. I would never have gotten this puzzle. This puzzle would have killed me. This is where I die of old age. This one here.
Yep. So if
Yeah.
you drag that down to be the same one as the one before it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it should be up, so it should be C, C sharp, D, D sharp. So it should be up 3 notes from the other one.
Hmm.
So
No, is that right?
I think so.
Hopefully.
And then the next one should be an F. So that will be, you see how, so you see there's, drag it up further than that. Yeah, so you see how there's the double tick on the left, and then a single tick, and then a double tick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on the top of the second double tick
I think
there.
I got
Yep.
it. Yep.
And then the last one is the same. Go to the same note as the first one, and one down.
Yep. Sorry, it's hard. It's hard, Felix. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble both understanding the
C,
notes
D, B
and
flat.
controlling the sliders.
Yeah. So it should
Yep.
be down.
So-
Not the 2 notes below the first one.
Let's try that. What's wrong? It's Felix's fault now. Yeah. Okay. I need to say, like, all the puzzles on the Stone Ship Age, I think I would have gotten eventually, but that one, no way would I have gotten that. That is way too precise, and I don't have a great ear for music. So just clip that.
So they've actually tried that. I actually only realized it.
I'm done.
I only realized it while trying to explain it to you there, but they've actually arranged the sliders there
based
like a
on
piano.
the notes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were actually organized left and right based on whether they were sharps and flats or not. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
in the original game, they were just straight sliders.
She may have to play that now. Hold on. Oh yeah, there's no zoom in, is there, to make the puzzle easier.
What are you doing? This is just a button. This is just a button on the door.
Is it? You're not too late. I'm playing it now. We'll see what happens. Something might happen. You never know.
Something might happen.
You never know what's gonna happen this game, Felix.
That's true.
It might drop me into old age. No, nothing
Mysterious mystery.
Okay, now that I press the button, now it's time for the best level that I've heard nothing but good things about. Here we go. Hope you guys are ready for me to suffer for the next 3 hours.
It's alright, we only have 45 minutes for you to solve this.
Good. Good luck to me. Well, then I have to solve the final puzzle, but yeah. Is this a, like, woo-doo? Waveforms. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I want to say this age is definitely the hardest of all of the ones in this game that I've played. Because I still haven't actually played Rhyme.
It's a code. How incredibly bizarre. Oh, there's little wires too. Oh, I see that. That doesn't fill me with confidence.
Don't overthink those.
You sure? Okay, good.
I'm certain.
Okay, good. I'm just worried that it's gonna be like, you gotta find the red sound. Put it in the blue chamber. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like the way this is going already.
Oh no.
I don't like any of this.
You're telling me that the sound puzzle to enter age has more sound puzzles in it?
Great. My favorite.
I'm glad you left this to last.
I'm glad too. Alright, it's illuminated, so that's cool. Shame about that broken clock there.
Yeah.
Should I take a picture of the actual clock as well, or is that...
no, don't
thank
worry.
God. Okay.
The more important thing to pay attention to is the satellite dish and the speaker.
Yes, I saw diagrams of those in the book. I didn't...
They were all disappearing mysteriously.
All the words were disappearing as well. The Sonic words were disappearing.
Sonic
cool crystals.
the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog was disappearing. Page, good. And then
This age definitely is a little weird because it's the only one where the pages are just kind of out floating.
I'm okay with that. One less thing to worry about in the friggin' sound maze.
It very much feels like there was just a different school of thought that went into designing this age for some reason.
This age is much less like visually, like it's not that it's not a beautiful look at these rays coming through the clouds, but like there's no broad horizon. It's like it's this it's misty, right? Like it's misty. It's not clear and bright and stuff. It's kind of claustrophobic, I guess.
In the original game, I had a terrible time trying to figure out like geographically where I was on this island.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. How could you miss these? Anyway. Picture.
Well, I don't think they're difficult to find. I just wonder if they're like in different places in the randomized puzzles version.
Yeah.
There's clearly like, you know, a stand for each of them in this version of the
This
game.
little recording device. It's cute.
It's an old style microphone.
It's projecting the satellite somewhere.
G-Chan says, holy shit, Myst in Myst?
Myst in Myst. Not on the island of Myst, confusingly. Also, there's a broken tree. This is where the old age is going to get you. I almost said old gauge, but I don't even know why I would say that. I don't know what that's a reference to. Someone figure it out. Who's old Gage?
I don't know. It sounds like a country, country
Gage.
boy. Maybe he runs a bar in the background of a Western movie.
Maybe. I hope so.
Doesn't sound like much of the main character.
Right, so
yeah, you can.
4 of them. I think there are 5.
If you look over the edge of the bridge here,
Heat chasm. It's not letting me fall
It's like
into
someone
it.
got pushed through there. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
Well, I mean, look, you don't know. Maybe someone fell accidentally when Atris or Akanar or Sirius didn't push them. You don't
That's
know.
true. Maybe the brothers are good.
Maybe they're
and you
just
should
good
trust
people,
them.
and they didn't try and push Atris down into a chasm that he used to power many of his
Any
inventions.
form of starfisher.
Starfisher.
Which will
Count
definitely
fishes.
be well explained in this franchise.
Alright, let me just grab this real quick. This is the theme.
Whoosh.
Do I need to take pictures of these? Does this matter?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm taking pictures anyway.
Good
They're
luck.
on. Crap. Also, what's this in the center here? The like central satellite thing. Oh, that's where I
there
need
was
to
a way to
get
get
to.
there.
That's my goal. Don't worry, I figured out. I figured that. Look, shush you. Don't take away me figuring out the very small puzzles that I'm able to figure out. Okay, quit that. Quit it.
Listen, we gotta talk. We gotta talk just a little bit of trash.
No, we don't. Oh, here we go.
Wow, that's a weirdly precise switch to flick.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. So now I don't know if there's anything else I should have looked at before coming down here, but I guess we're just gonna. Oh, just
Turns the lights off again. I don't really know why it's there.
Honestly, I thought that would be the beginning of the maze, but I guess we're just getting to it.
What maze?
What maze? There are no mazes in Myst. That would be such a trite puzzle. Speaking of mazes. Oh god. Okay. Alright. What is happening?
The sum button at the bottom there is a like check your answers button. So
maybe don't
hit that after you've made your inputs.
Okay. I'm just not sure what I'm really inputting. There's no dripping, there's no heat, there's no ticking, no
Hit
rock.
the other buttons.
I'm scared. Oh god, I hate this. This I'm Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Yeah, this one was pretty bizarre to do in
It's
the
such a
original
small
game.
screen. God.
Having very limited sense of geography of the island.
I guess I'm pointing the dishes, right? Like that's what's supposed
Yeah.
to be happening. So I just point them all. Oh. Sorry, hold on. Okay. So these are the 5 things, right?
Correct.
So, sorry, I mean the 5 inputs on the other end of the island, surely. So I have to point these at something? What does this do? So I guess I should take a picture of that. Yes, sir. It's not very descriptive. A video would be more helpful. Hold on.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Aren't I supposed to take down these waveforms and input the waveforms into the door? Is that not what I'm doing? Is that not correct? I'm not sure.
I'm not
Don't answer
sure what
me.
you're asking, and I feel like clarifying would be giving you the
okay,
answer.
That's fine. I'm gonna spin a bit and see if I can figure it out. I guess. Is there only one dish per thing? Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. So I have to point these at different dishes, and if they're pointed at the right dishes, it's good? Question mark?
Well, yeah, each of the dishes had a little symbol next to it.
Yeah, no, I know. I had one of these. Just trying to figure out what. There's all these different things. Am I just supposed to find the water dish? Is that all it is? Oh god.
Yeah.
Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me see if I can find the clock.
it should be further around. The camera perspective from all of these is, I
It's
think,
not great. It's not.
the same.
It's the rocks. Maybe I should just put the rocks in because I know what that is. There's the rock. Let's see if this is correct.
Oh, it's actually slightly lower. Interesting. Never noticed.
It's the geyser. I don't actually remember what that one was. I have to go have a look. So I've done the most obvious ones. That's exciting. And then this one. What's this one? Sounds like the Fisher to me. Maybe? Ah! There we go. And that sounds like the Fisher, but let's keep going. There are two more. Somewhere around here. This one. Geyser? Sounds like water. Where's the third one? Where is the last one? I seem to have lost it.
Which one are you looking for at the moment?
The geyser one. Because there should be 5 of them, I only see 4.
Oh, one of them is.
Is that it
right
there?
at the back there.
Yeah, I see it. That's water. Okay, that's definitely water. Let's just sign that one up because I know where it is and I'll forget about it otherwise. It's alright. Just give me a sec to line these bad boys up and we'll be in business. I'm smarter than average bear. Hey, what's this one? That's the Fisher. Maybe? I guess there's only 2 options it could be once I get the water right, so... They're right next to each other, so that makes things easy for me. As long as it doesn't, like, reset the satellites if I get it wrong or something, which would be really awful. Alright, here we go. Oh, crap, I went past it again, didn't I? Like an idiot. Like an idiot.
Fool!
I am not smarter than your average bear.
I don't know what the average bear's intelligence is.
Not very high. So, wait, how am I consistently going past it? Is it because the camera's in, like, a different location? Is that why I'm having
No, they're
trouble?
all on the same spire. It is at the back of the area of trees right here.
Where is it? Because I found it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Right?
This one's just slightly zoomed in because it's further back.
That's
they want you to
annoying.
link it with.
There it is. Is that fine? That seems fine. Alright, to the Fisher.
To the Fisher.
To the Fisher. This is the geyser, right?
That's correct. That is the guy.
Shh. Don't say correct. I gotta figure out the puzzle. Spoiling it. We only have 40 minutes or less.
Listen, I'm just trying to avoid you dying of old age twice in this age.
That seems right. Yeah, the fact that the cameras are at different locations kind of threw me off, but I think I got it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even noticed. It's kind of things that you miss having played through the game before.
It did. It's the sort of thing that confuses me. Don't even worry about it.
I missed in chat. I had to respond to an
Is that not
urgent
correct?
email there for a moment.
Oh, I think that one might not have been quite what it needed to be. Oh, that one's... Is that one fine? I can't tell.
So they light up when they're...
They light up when they're correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's have a look. So rocks are fine. Water's not. That's not either.
I think you have them correct, but
I think they're just
might need to just
misaligned.
get closer.
So? You mean like this?
Yeah.
That one's fine. Was it this one that was wrong? That seems fine.
I think it was the crystal that was wrong.
The crystal? No, the crystals are fine. Was this one?
Oh, it was that one.
Okay, should be it. Alright, rocks are good, water's good, geyser's good.
Here we go, here we go.
And I
Here we
didn't
go.
move the clock. Yeah, I did it!
Nice.
We're done with this age. Okay, so what are they? So this is the order of that door, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a video of this because I feel like that's probably the best idea. So everybody say hi on the video.
Hello,
Am I gonna hold
phone video,
I don't
it's
think you
me.
can yet. So what I need to do is hit... Crap, I don't even know if I can... The lighting is the real bane of this playthrough. Alright, here we go. So that's one. That wave, then that wave, then the weird squiggly wave, and then that really fast looking wave. Alright, that's 12 seconds of video. Let's see if that's what I needed to do. Let's do it. To the door!
To the door.
To the door. To the diddly door. I'm gonna turn these off just in case. So interestingly, you have to not... Oh, you can hit on the handle. That's so strange to me. It's just really fiddly.
It's a bit of a weird hitbox,
very
isn't
fiddly. Yeah, it just doesn't feel quite right, even though it's like right on the model. But it doesn't quite feel... It doesn't feel wieldy, you know? Alright. Anyway, let me go find this video. There it is. How are people in chat doing? Are they still here? Are they enjoying themselves?
G-Chan is cheering you on.
Thanks,
Everyone else
G-Chan.
has abandoned us, although we have a mysterious second viewer.
Nice.
Could just be me. I don't know.
Probably you.
Could be you, actually.
It's probably you. It's okay. We're doing this for the memes at this point.
So what are you thinking with this particular input here?
I think I have to match it up to the 5 from before, although they do also make sounds. So that's water, which is the very first one. So I have to match it up to the one that's on water. So what is water? Water is... It's flowing like water, is what it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, that one's very noticeable. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Ooh, that's the jump ropes. That's the squiggly one.
So you're matching this up by the like visual thing.
Yeah,
from
the order of the well, it's the sound.
Spectrometer?
It's
yeah,
the order of the 5 of them. Sorry, just give me a hot second.
That's alright. That's alright.
Sorry, I've totally forgot what I'm doing now. Crap. No, it's the... Wait. Oh, crap.
I guess while you're figuring this out, I'll have a ramble about our current endeavors for Death of the Reader. We've been preparing our second last book for the year at the moment, which is Death Going Down by Maria Angelica Bosco. And I've been having an interesting time thinking about this book, because it's a good book. I have enjoyed it thoroughly. But there is a very weird disconnect that I've been trying to like flesh out in my mind. I think that comparing it to Knives Out is like the most useful example that most people will understand. It's maybe not like the most accurate comparison, but it's probably the easiest way to get the point across. And it's that the book is a very like relaxed, not country house murder mystery, but it's like, you know, it's a small like townhouse in Buenos Aires, and it's got this kind of like lighthearted tone to it that I feel was very similar in kind of goal to something like Knives Out, where it's got a little bit of a goofy edge to still a serious story about murder and intrigue. But the very bizarre thing about it is that it manages to kind of lose the dramatic tension in its lightheartedness in a way that Knives Out didn't. Like, Knives Out still managed to have a lot of tension in setting up, you know, the risks that the protagonist was up against, the idea that more could be coming down the line, and set its kind of stakes very well. Whereas in this book, they have this really lovely kind of jovial scene where they go to the victim's husband for information. And they have this nice scene, talk about their history, get the information they need as police detectives, and then it turns out that the woman had a dog before she died. And the police officer's like, well, what are you going to do with that dog now that she's dead? And the husband says, I don't know, I can't take care of the dog. So the police officer goes, "I will take the dog," and then they just have a police puppy with them for a lot of the rest of the novel. And it's like, it's a really cute, nice moment, and I enjoyed it, and I liked it. It was kind of, you know, fit the lightheartedness fairly well, but it also is kind of indicative of the tone of the entire book. You know, this woman is dead. You're not necessarily sure she's been murdered, although by premise you assume she has. Did you get it?
I don't know. Maybe?
Oh, you just right-clicked off it. Okay.
Did I? I didn't right-click. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening here. I'm having a hard time with this one. Because there's a truther somewhere in here. Unless that's it, and I'm just... I wish they would
probably want to go back and have another look at the...
Do I?
The satellite dish.
Do I really?
Yes.
Okay. So I thought... Hold on. Am I doing this completely wrong, Felix?
Kind of.
Okay.
You've missed a major component.
That happens a lot. Okay.
At
What
least
do I need to look at?
To the right.
To the right.
Yep, that way. And then we'll follow that little bridge.
Okay.
And then down the tunnel at the end of the bridge.
Ugh.
I don't know, while we make our way here, how have you been finding death going down? You're the one solving it.
I mean, I've only read the first third of the book. I think it's alright. I don't know. This isn't the reader. I don't have to tell you how I find books. I don't know. It's slow. It's slow. I think it's cute. You mentioned Muck. Muck is the best part of the book so far. He's only been in it for 2 pages.
Just hit the sum button and pay attention.
Oh, is it the order that they play in? Oh, is that what it is? That's what it is, isn't it? So it's not based on their position, it's based on which one lights up first.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I thought it was based on position, but okay.
Nah.
That's a bit frustrating. As once again, it's just one of those things where like I am not at all on the same wavelength as these puzzle people. Like, I am frequently finding puzzles that I think are either way more complicated or way simpler than they actually are. In this case, I actually made it more complicated for myself because I thought that those sounds I'm hearing were going to translate into something else. Anyway, it's fine. I've made the game more complicated than it needs to be, so it's
just combination locks.
Nonsense. Well, yes, but like... Sometimes you think that the combinations is in numbers when it's actually in letters.
That is true. It's one of the very interesting things about...
I didn't take the right video at all, did I?
About... it's crystal, crystal, water, air, fire...
Thank you. Crystal, water, air, fire, and then something else, was it?
Clock.
Clock is last. Crystals. What's crystal? Alright, hold on. I can use this now. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, because in Rem, for example, one of the really interesting things about that series of games is that despite every puzzle being very obtuse, there is rarely a case in that game where a puzzle and its answer are not, like, pretty clearly linked. For example, you know, there'll be a lot of, like, digit number codes, but, you know, there'll always be different quantities of digits, so it's very easy to tell which one goes with which. Or if there's, like, a symbol of, like, black and white tiles, that'll be the only set of black and white tiles there are in the game. Definitely the weirdest one was the opening puzzle to Rem 4, where they got you to, like, pair up numbered grids with the patterns of things on the door above, and it just was a little weird.
Fudge. Alright, hold on. I'm going to pay more closely attention. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the sound on this thing. That way...
Just hit the button for me again.
I need to probably watch the thing again, truthfully.
It's just the clock that's wrong. It's just the last one.
Just the last one? Okay, good.
Yeah. I think.
Thank you. So that one? We'll find out. It's fine. If that's not it, I can check it. Check the wavelength.
Door open. The door open.
No.
Damn it.
Hold on. Let me... It's the little doobie boys.
Might be the water. There may be two different water sounds.
Sorry. I was just doing that by air, so...
Yeah.
No, by ear. Not by air, by ear.
Right.
So let's try doing that. Okay, that's fine. I'll just check it real quick. So what's the order again? What's the order, Felix?
It was
Crystal
crystal,
first?
water, air, fire, clock.
So that's definitely right. Crystal, water. Water is the one I'm having the hardest time figuring out what it's... Yeah, it's not this one. It's a different one. It's one of these other ones. I want to say... Bugger me.
A lot of just random additional noises in
I think
this
that's
wheel.
it. Let's try that. Crystal, water, air, fire. Was it?
Crystal, water, air, fire, clock. Yeah.
Crystal, water. Fire is like 3 lines curving together. And that one's the electricity one. Try that one. It's 3. I think that's right. Let's try that. Let's try this one. Please be right. You stupid game. Really am not a fan of that. Bloody heck. Let me just go check it one more time and I'll take a video of it.
You can just check without going through the tunnel. You can check each of them at their like base station.
Does that help me?
Well, it just means you don't have to go through the tunnel to check the sounds.
I guess.
Yeah, crystal's fine. Crystal's definitely fine.
Good. That's what I like to hear. What's this one? Clock, what do you sound like?
A little tick and then a little talk.
This one sounds like a typewriter. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a typewriter on the clock. It's got a little zap in it, but it sounds like it's a mechanical sound.
I guess, maybe.
This one sounds like breathing. Crystal, water, air, fire. What does water sound like? I think that's the one that's definitely gonna be tripping me up. This is not water, is it? This is the other one.
No, this is the vent air geyser or whatever.
Oh my god. It's crystal, water, air.
Oh, that's probably. I think that's
Sounds
the
like a
one
train.
that you had wrong.
That's the one that sounds like a train.
Well,
I
I mean, there's one that is actually a train, but it's not that one.
Yes, well. I mean, fair enough. Oh, bugger me.
I believe in you.
I should just do them one at a time. Also, where am I? Try the third one. Let's try just changing the third one. That doesn't sound right. That's the clock sound. Oh my god. So which one is that? It's that one. It's crystal. Is that it? I should know. I think I've done the actual train.
You've done the actual train.
I've done the actual train. I've done the train! Oh god. No!
The second one, you've replaced the water with like a crackling noise.
Is that right? I didn't think that was... You know what? Whatever. Please be right. Please be correct. Thank God.
There you go.
We're not even up to the hardest puzzle yet.
Yeah, we are.
Are we? I mean, this is it, but like, we haven't even done it yet. I'm already stressed out and tired. Alright. That's right. You got
Right,
a
I
whole
believe in you.
15 minutes to do this
Do
puzzle.
this one perfectly.
Ah! Yeah. Ah! Okay. Just let me in. Oh, maybe I don't want to go in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to go in here. Oh, no. Hold on. Underwater. It's an underwater maze? No.
Here's the strangest thing about this one
look
is
at
that
this.
you go underwater in this, and I'm fairly certain you
no.
never come back out of water, but you still exit the submersible vehicle.
It teleports. It's fine. So these are the cardinal
Sure
directions.
what the
I
design
suppose.
intention with that was, but it's a little bizarre.
Alright, let's just... God, I hate these sound puzzles. They are the worst. How's this? Should I have done something before I came in here, Felix?
You gotta close the door behind you, but otherwise you're set to go.
You always have to close the stupid door behind you.
You're going into a submersible vehicle.
That's stupid. Alright, let's activate the submersible vehicle.
Good. You should try REM. You have to see the back of every door in the game or you die.
It's true. You die of old age. Or young age, as the case may be.
Probably young age.
Okay, cool. So, how does this work?
So the thing in the middle plays a sound, the like red button. The things on the left take you forwards and backwards.
And then left and right.
Yep.
Oh, I should have played the sound before I did that. We gotta test out everything. So I can only... Can I go... Crap. Northeast? East? Oh, good lord. You can go any direction. Any direction? Any direction!
That's true. There are 2 levers, but
Going
8
south.
directions.
I hate this. I'm so just... Oh. Hold on. I want to go down here and see if I can get it to play a button.
Plays the sound when you arrive.
Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess.
To,
Oh god, there are already... Oh no, wait, that's not the way I can go, is it? Okay, thank God.
To save you the trouble, it doesn't matter which direction you are facing, the sound is relative to the stop you were at.
Yeah, that's okay. I figured it's telling me the way to go, I'm just not... I'll have to figure out how it works. So... Let's see how many directions I can go. Because obviously I can go south. But I assume it wants me to go another direction. So let's... Oh, this is so dumb. So south I can go.
This is definitely one of the worst puzzles, if not
Can we
the worst
only
puzzle
go
in the
west?
game. West and south are the only directions.
Great. Excuse me, I'm just gonna make my my notepad.
Please do. Please do.
No.
Yeah, they are currently trying to teach you.
Yeah, it's like an insect.
What the sounds mean.
Insect. Oh, wait, hold on. West equals insect. No, I'm just gonna do myself a favor and just type out all the directions. If you have any more things to say, let's
I don't know. I'll tell you that I managed to get through this
by cheating, right?
Yeah, some major cheese. Gosh. I made an assumption about the way that this puzzle would be designed. And it was true enough that with like 3 mistakes I managed to get through while not understanding the mechanics at all. And as far as I understand, that is extraordinarily rare for that puzzle.
Southwest, there we go. I've written out all 8 directions, and now we're just going to figure out what sound goes with what, and how all this crap even works. It's going to be great. So west is what I'm going to call the beetle sound.
The beetle.
The beetle sound.
Paul McCartney personally recorded the sounds for this game.
Sound. If I'm just going to write beetle, it's probably easier for me. Cool, so we got that. Let's go forwards. Yeah, this is not really at all.
The dairy boy, the milkman.
Let's see what other directions there are to go here if there's only one. Ding. Wait, did I go the right way? No, I went the right way.
There's only one way you could go except backwards.
North. Ding is north. Ding is north. You lied to me, Felix. I don't appreciate that.
What do you mean I lied to you?
Ding is north. Because
Well,
you said it would make the ding sound when I arrived, but the ding meant I had to go north. Because that was the only way I could go at the start.
No, I meant that it would play
Felix, are you trying to mislead me or
because-
something?
No, I said that it would play the sound when you arrive at the stop. I said the truth.
Thanks, Felix. Trying to. So this is the thing. Look, I'm not saying that Felix trying to explain things is actually making things harder for me, but it definitely is.
It definitely is.
So it's like a train stop sound. Called steam. It clearly doesn't want me going north again. So I mean, truthfully, I already know a little bit about this maze based on, you know, what I've heard from people, just generally. So
A lot of panicked young
a lot of
G-chans
panicked people.
screaming into
not
their
that way.
magic crystal balls into the future so that Magus can hear about it.
Let's see if there's any other directions I can go. So I came from that
I
way.
believe east is the only direction.
I want to look.
East and
I'm
north.
gonna check.
Sorry.
East, west, or east, south, and north are the 3 directions I can go right now. So let's go to the east ways. Before we do so, what's the sound? Steam. East is steam. Here we go. I can't wait for there to be a second one of these. Like, after you beat all the ages, Cirrus shows up and it's like, now you will solve another sound puzzle. Mwahaha, that's what he'll say. I mean, it's forwards. Let's go. Onwards! Okay, what's next? Dunk. See how many ways there are to go. Hopefully just one. So we came from the west. We can go south. Oh dear, here we go. Came from the west. Well, I mean, if there's another one, it won't be too bad to deal with, but...
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Northeast. So the 2 directions I can go are, what, south and northeast? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Pluto.
How is it like Pluto?
Let's go south, and I'll explain.
Oh, because you got to figure out the things that it isn't by having partial clues.
Yeah, that. What he said.
Ah.
So let's listen, and if there's another
Very
ding, then I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, that's... Wait. Is that the ding? It's ding, right? Or is that a new... Wait, hold on. Fuck, I've already fucked myself. That's the same sound as the room ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, well, I didn't need to do this, actually, but that's okay. Dunk. That's south. Dunk is south. Cool. Okay. That's right. I could check it myself. I got this. I got this. You go south twice. So what the game has done... Actually, you know what I should do? I should go to that northeast place and... Actually... Can I ask a question, Felix? If I go the wrong way, is it immediately going to put me at the start of the maze again?
No.
Okay, good.
Puts
Let's
you
go back then.
in the place in the maze that you go.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Dunk. So what we're going to do is we're going to go... well, I guess it doesn't matter which way I go at this point, does it? We're going to go... Actually, wait. Whatever. I'll just keep going. We're going to go northeast. I should have kept going the other way. I'm an idiot. But that's okay. We're all a little dumb sometimes. And then when you go northeast, then we're going to see what sound it makes. Because assumedly it'll tell me to go backwards. Unless it like sends me back to the start. I guess we'll find out. Let's see here. Oh, I see it. This curved track like changes this stupid direction, doesn't it? Still, let's see what the way backwards
maybe.
is. Dunk. So dunk is south, interestingly. Which is back there. Let's have a look. Was that 2 sounds? And I don't know why he's saying maybe. I can literally see the thing spinning as it was curving.
I know.
Dunks, dunks. So it's southeast. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So so it's literally just 4 sounds, which means I have them all, and which means that I theoretically can just do it
Solve
now.
the puzzle?
Yeah.
You've survived old age?
I mean, that's my hope. Yeah, I thought there would be 8 sounds, but there's only 4. So that's cool. Alright, let's see how we go. I'm sure there's going to be some other nonsense, but...
Basically, at the start of this map, they give you...
they give you all 4 in 4 moves.
Well, no, they give you 3, and then... they give you 3 sounds... No, sorry. They give you 2 sounds before you have an option on where to go.
Yeah.
but the option is in a direction you've already gone. So you can assume it's not that. Thus, it has to be east. So then the next time you hear a sound, they give you two directions that you can choose to go. One of them is northeast and one of them south.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty solid shot if you're paying attention to the sounds of figuring out
What's going on?
all four directions straight away. The problem is that it's just very weirdly communicated.
Yeah. I mean, I had a little bit of knowledge going into this, so I can't speak to its difficulty. But, I mean, the controls are unwieldy as well, which doesn't help. But yeah, no, I didn't think that was too bad. I thought it was going to be more complicated. So how do you die of old age? You just, like, don't figure this
Get lost
puzzle
in the
out?
maze. The problem is if you get far enough into this maze without having paid attention to the clues, it is very difficult to find your way back again. Because all of the, like, twisty corners and forks that you can go on get, like, longer towards
I would
the
love
end.
to see the map of this place. It's west.
I can send it to you.
Please do. Yeah, this would be nice and easy. And if I mess up, I have a good chance of correcting myself, because it tells you to just go backwards if you get it wrong.
Yeah, like, the puzzle gives you plenty of opportunities to figure out its mechanics, but because the sounds being relative to compass directions clue is only present at, like, one other point in the game, and it's, like, not mentioned in the books or anything, you have to basically, like, you have to either make a good guess or be expecting it.
That's okay. I mean, this makes up for that last puzzle I did, which I felt just took me way too long. It was awful for me, trying to figure those stupid waveforms.
Yeah,
This
I never
puzzle
would
is
have
nice
thought
and
to
mechanical.
use that, like, visual clue to try solve that puzzle.
Well,
Like,
the
I
problem
don't
with
even think
using
the
the
visual clue was
auditory
in the
clues
original.
is that I'm talking to you. And I also like to talk while I solve puzzles.
Yeah.
Steam ding. So it's northeast. This way, I think. To the northeast. They come.
Yeah, so the educated guess that I took while solving this puzzle is that presumably they were going to end the puzzle under the island, and thus, given how long the tracks were, they were probably going to take us more or less in a loop, which meant that we always had to be, like, biased in one direction.
Sure.
And since the first set of moves took us right, I assumed that right turns, in general, would generally be the correct way to
So
go.
going in a circle. That's what they
Yeah.
want. That's cool.
And that is pretty much entirely correct.
Yeah, that's nice.
If you always take the rightmost option based on where you enter, I don't think you can fail this puzzle.
Wait, hold on. Just want to double check.
So I got very lucky with that guess.
Sunk, steam, yep,
It
southeast.
paid off.
It doesn't seem that bad though, in general. But maybe
Yeah.
again, that's probably because this is just a puzzle that doesn't require any running around. It's a purely mechanical one. Because, like when I was doing that piano puzzle, if the piano and the sliders were on the same screen, I would have been maybe not fine, but like I would have had a much easier time, because by the time I've turned around and finagled myself under the screen where the sliders are, I've forgotten everything. That's how I feel when I'm trying to do these memorize information to go from one location to another puzzles. I'm not good at them.
Yeah, which is what like the Myst likes are kind of all about, is just getting information and plugging it in somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the back and forth. Oh, actually, yeah, I got the pages.
Yep, you did.
We're done, right? We got 1 minute to go. That's all right. I think we can probably spare a few more minutes to finish this off.
All right, we went over time last week. We can
So
finish the game.
analytic.
I believe in you.
I mean, all I need to do is put these pages in and not fall for the obvious trap that's about to happen.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Obvious trap?
Obvious trap.
What are you
Also, the white
talking
page.
about?
I don't know what to do with the white page. I'm excited for that. Just put all these pages in. And who do you want to talk to, do you think? Who's more fun, Felix? I want your opinion.
In the
Or what
original
criteria do you think
game-
I should pick?
In the original game, I definitely went for Cirrus.
What was that again? Is that the red one?
It's a red book.
Yeah. I mean, I like how, like, obviously, he's the violent one, isn't he? Wait,
No,
no,
he's
he's
the
taxes.
taxes guy.
You know what? Let's go for Cirrus then. Tax man. Oh, sorry.
He's also just a lot easier to understand because he speaks clearer.
Thanks,
Which
bud.
in the original game was a problem.
He's a tax man.
That from your explorations, you've become convinced that my wicked
Of course, if you so choose, you can in fact listen to both.
I'm
brothers.
sure I can.
It is
We should probably do that. That sounds like fun, actually. We want to go full completionist, boys.
Unfortunately, they more or less give you the
God.
same information.
I figured, but there might be some interesting stuff that we can bring back in a later game. I did feel like I'd seen these phases before, Felix. I will say. I don't remember much about that ending, but I do remember the face of this character. Spoilers.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was one of
Because
the...
he's so expressive, and he's got the thing in his hands, it's the whole thing.
That was one of the weird things, is that in Myst 1, they were both originally played by Rand and Robin Miller. And then they got some actors to play them in Myst 4, but they didn't bring back either for this remaster. Like, you know, everyone's gotten some years older, so it would have been difficult to get them to, like, play the same role, but I feel like it would have been marginally better than these just weird CGs.
always watchful of our
I don't know. Give me my FMVs. I'm just afraid that they're
FMVs
gonna
are fun. Maybe we should
Yeah.
play some FMV games. Like, was it Tex or Tesla Murphy or whatever? Tex
tell you.
Murphy, Tesla Effect.
Couldn't
whatever
tell
it is?
you.
more and more.
I think it's right. We should play more FMV games. Those are fun. I mean, that is a Tex Murphy, whatever, the Tesla Effect, is a detective game, which I've seen played before, but that could be fun.
Soon he gained a
I've not played many games with FMVs. I think like the Myst series, Rem,
It was
and Contradiction, maybe like it
his thirst for
that I can recall. But I do have very bad memory for that sort of
I
thing.
will say this is extremely long.
it
Yeah, you might just skip back enough.
I wasted no time. In warning my
428
father,
Shibuya
I thought he would
Scramble.
recognize Akonar's guilt.
Is that a visual novel? That's a visual novel.
What
isn't
is it? What's it called?
Imprisoned both my
428
brother
Shibuya
and
Scramble.
myself.
Yeah, no, I've heard that's actually quite good.
Designed to hold us until he could
I mean, I guess it's a visual, but it is a detective fiction thing.
discover the truth.
I've heard it's quite good. I've been meaning to play it for a while now.
Final chapter. However,
God, he just will not shut up. He just loves talking to his evil self, doesn't he?
Has to explain all of the story that you might have missed in the books and the
I
worlds
guess
and the
so.
ages.
an innocent victim.
What do they think we're gonna just play the game without reading the 4 plot books or something? They think that most players will not even touch those books because they'll think they're all burned and stupid.
Find one more page. Do not
I think that is how it works,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, you saw how our friend went through the game. Like, they had much less trouble with the puzzles, but I was very sad that they just ignored those books entirely. Except for puzzle solving, of course. Alright, what's in the book? Yeah, I know, there's 300 patents.
300 whole patents.
158.
recreate
Alright, that's all the information you need.
Oh,
Goodbye,
wait,
Cirrus.
no, we should listen to him.
Oh, yeah.
Bring
That's
that
true. He
page
does say
to
something
me.
relevant.
He
here.
does.
Finally, be
Ugh, Cirrus, hurry up.
able to reward you, of course. North page
And whatever you do, don't touch.
Don't spoil it.
Think what would happen if you were to release him.
I'd kill him.
Where the red and blue
That's the other warning.
pages reside, also reside.
Green
If you touch the green
book.
you also will be in prison forever.
All I know. Interesting.
Our father gave
You think I should touch the colored pages just for fun, Felix? It's not long, is it?
The
The outcome. I haven't
It's
seen
just
it.
another.
Is it a cutscene? Is it worth seeing? Is what I'm trying to ask. Or is it
I
just like,
personally am not a fan of seeing most alternate endings.
Oh, that's handy.
yeah,
did
once
I
you get the
usually-
information.
No.
Once you get the information,
Okay.
it auto flips to the page.
Alright, well, it's time
Which
to
is
take
very
another
nice of
picture.
them.
That is nice of them. Alright, let's take a picture. the gentleman's notebook, as it were.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Here we go.
the alternate endings in this game are interesting.
Alternate endings, plural?
I felt they just were a little flat. Like, they all just kind of go, oh, you got bad ending, bye.
That sounds about right. That's fine, right? Like, in this era of games, it was like...
Yeah,
you got the true ending or nothing.
Space
It wasn't even called the true ending. It was called, like, finishing the game properly, right? That's actually something that might be worth talking about. Maybe not today, but the idea that, like, these days, it's very, very common for games to have, like, and now that you've done everything, even the secret stuff that we didn't even expect you to do, you get the secret ending, which is the only ending worth getting, usually.
Yeah.
In those sorts of, in a lot of games. But back in the day, like, you'd have secret endings that were worthless to the actual story. They were just there for fun, right? I feel like that attitude in video games has, like, changed pretty... Not drastically, I guess, but just the perception of, like, secret endings has changed from being a fun thing to, like, well, if you didn't get the true ending, did you really play the game at all? I feel like that's kind of how the conversation has shifted. I'm generalizing, but, like, I feel like that's something we can talk about at some point. Properly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I guess there's kind of a... you just hit the red button. There's an implication these days that, like the true ending is, like, a bonus.
I guess.
Whereas in a lot of these older games where they had limited space, the true ending was just the ending.
Yeah. It's just the end of the game. Like, if you're playing the game properly, you get the true ending because it's the only ending worth getting.
It's just interesting because I guess, like, I kind of prefer it the way that it is these days, because I think there'd be a lot of people that would be left with just the kind of sour taste if it still was the way it used to be. It goes back to a conversation we were having a while ago about,
it's a reward for work a lot of the time.
Yeah,
right?
Go back to a discussion I think we were having about, like, accessibility of video games to public audiences. Like, the barrier for entry has been lowered a lot, and I feel like that's a consequence of that barrier for entry being lowered, because you're less likely to leave the average uninformed player disappointed if the alternate endings are still worth getting, as opposed to just kind of a false finish.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't want to bring up Undertale because I feel like in most game discussions it's a very overplayed thing, but maybe we should play that at some point, Felix, even off camera, because that game actually punishes you for trying to get the true ending, which I think is a really interesting... Like, that game does a lot of cool subversive stuff. It's very much like, it's a JRPG inspired. It was made in America, but, like, you can get, like, what would in most games would be the true ending of, like, saving all the characters and using the power of friendship and, like, getting the good ending where everybody lives, even the baddest man, and that's, like, the point of the game. But the actual most secret hidden ending is the one where everybody dies and the whole game is just awful to play. And I think like, that game specifically had some really cool stuff. I already have the page, good. But, like, that game has a lot to say about, like, people who obsess over true endings and, like, plumbing away at the depths of games to try and find every secret, and that there is value in something, like, simple. Like, a lot of the stuff in Undertale that makes it a good experience is just very simple and straightforward. Yeah. Like, you walk up to a lake, you see a little fishing rod, and you click on the fishing rod, and it says, you found a number. You decide not to call, and then that's the bit. That's it. That game has a lot of good stuff, I think, to just say about, like, simplicity and how such things work. How do I give him the page? How do I do that? I already picked it up.
You just go through. Just click on him.
Have you found the missing page?
I thought I did. Okay. But yeah,
they made sure that you actually had to, like, click the window in this port.
Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. I'm gonna go somewhere else first.
Welcome to New Mexico.
Yay! Now, warn me if I'm gonna, like, accidentally end the game by clicking on something, because my impression is that if I go to him, it'll end the game. But I want to explore first. So warn me if I'm about to do something that'll, like...
That's pretty much the only thing.
Okay, good. This is this cool crystal. It's gold in New Mexico. Alright, I guess that's fine. Anyway, we're going to spend the next hour looking for secrets and finding the true ending. of the game where you die of old age.
I didn't manage to find anything secret in here, but I could just be wrong.
I mean, you're pretty good at finding stuff, but this intrigues me.
Ah, my friend, you've returned.
I did also spend a long
page.
time
Did you bring
looking
the page?
for secrets in the original version
interesting.
of this game.
So, is this a choice here? Can I click on either?
Give it to me.
I have no idea. I don't
What did
think
you
there
do? Did
was
you
an
click on the page or
option
did you click
originally.
on the book? What did you do?
You click on the page, I think.
If I do this.
Please, give me
Oh.
the page.
Music stopped. Alright, fine.
Ran out of music. I feel like that animation is bugged. It's like way too quick, right?
A little bit, yeah.
I have a difficult choice to make.
It's Myst. He's gonna burn the book. Burn the book. Burn it, dude.
Here we go.
He's gonna burn it.
Magical disappearance
Sons have
time.
betrayed me.
Yeah.
I know what I must do.
Time to burn the book.
Dude, that lantern, that is a tall lantern.
Right.
Look at that thing. Monstrous.
You could smoke a turka. Oh my god, there he goes. You win the book. Follow him in. Smoke something out of this. Can I mess with things? Can I steal his crystals? Crystal heist. This was the true goal all along. Grab the crystals. Let's go. Fuck off.
We are the new brother. Get us
that's
our
true.
prison book.
Supposed to close it or just hang out?
Just wait, he said he'd be back in a minute.
This is boring. Achieve the good ending. This is the good
Hooray,
ending. This
well
is just
done,
the
proud of
ending.
you.
Anyway,
It is done.
I'm good at video games, I swear.
I have many questions.
I need to go back to shooting Nazis. I'm much better at that.
Writing cannot wait.
I don't think we. I don't know about Wolfenstein on this channel.
I don't think so either. I don't think it would be very appropriate. I mean, I've been pushing Monster Prom for a while now. I don't know how down you are for that. but-
Catherine's being held hostage.
Oh, is she?
Sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst and the
I'll take
I
it.
wonder who's holding her hostage.
Is it
free to explore
Titania or
pleasure.
Titania?
I hope you find your
No,
explanation satisfying.
she's dead.
Oh, is she actually? What if she's not actually dead though? What if she's actually alive the whole time?
Oh, and one
She
more
dies
thing.
in a book.
One more thing.
Fighting
Did
a
you
foe
miss
much
me?
greater than my son's.
She dies in a book. In a book. In a book.
Oh, what if we go to the age where she's alive though?
Necessary to
Time
replace
travel. We can write her into a book.
until that point.
What happens when
They
you try
have
and
never.
create people?
That is definitely one of the things that I feel that is implied by the Myst canon, but never answered.
Boo. Can you write a person into a Myst book or into a book or whatever?
Well, because okay, here's the thing.
oh.
Okay.
I did
Thought
it.
you had to open the book first, but yeah.
Who needs to open books to read them?
So that's
Not
one of the
me.
weird things
Denis.
is that in the lore,
Oh, Denis.
Catherine was written into existence by Atris.
Oh. She just got fucked up, dude. Did they
But-
get burned in the fireplace? Also, can I do something here? There's a little thing there. It's like there's a thing. Oh,
I
game.
have no answers for you.
Oh, that's sad. I knew he'd burn the books. I wanted to burn them in the fireplace, but it would do it. It's okay.
Yeah,
Hey, bud.
but in the original, sorry, yeah. So Catherine was written into existence by Atris, but
Wow. Yeah.
they like never really flesh out how people get written. It's kind of implied that the world is written and the people just appear in the world. Because all of the books on the bookshelf in the Myst library there kind of say that these people just showed up after
They
the
show
world
up in
was
the age.
written.
They seem to appear like on the islands that appear in the world.
Yeah.
Because all the worlds are oceans, right? That seems to be a consistent thing. I'm not sure if that's a product of Atris's writing or if that's just a
I
thing
think
that
it's
happens
just a
in all
technical
ages.
restriction because the ones in
I mean,
later
sure.
games,
But like, it's still an interesting
yeah.
world thing, right? Like, we can probably attribute it to something.
Well, yeah. There's also like there's a lot of subtext in
Chip.
the later Myst games about like how the linking books are just a personified idea of like storytelling, which is obviously a very straightforward metaphor. Oh, that's cool.
There it goes.
I like that the ship sinks at the same rate in the background.
That's
very
really
cute.
good. that's my new favorite detail about
But
this game.
the weirdest one by far is definitely at the end of, I want to say, Uru. You can go into Atris's childhood bedroom below
Boy.
New Mexico,
Of course.
and there's just like a long book with a rant about how people became like disinterested in the art of writing, and like in fiction, it's a guy talking about the like collapse of his people's culture, but metatextually, it seems to be the developers complaining that people weren't interested in their very dodgy, buggy game.
Yeah, interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, that's why I'll never be a Myst dev.
Yeah, because this was the like end of the single player release of the MMO that got pulled offline and then re-released online a couple of years ago.
Wait, the what MMO? You're crazy.
So yeah, I don't really know what to like pull from that, but there's a lot of interesting ideas that the series never like explores in terms of what its fiction can do because they're so busy making puzzles. Locks.
Combination locks, of course. That's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna flick this real quick and then I guess we'll wrap for today.
You still love this series. Yeah, I guess
I don't know. We may or may not play more. We'll see how much my body can handle. Because this has been a mix of... Ooh, look at all these cool little details then. Oh, now I have to actually do the puzzles.
Yeah. Why don't you throw us to the jolly old intermission screen we had prepared, and we can say goodbye.
I hope. Yay! I'm so good at this. So the volume's right. Intermission. That was fun.
Well, thank you all for joining us this week here on our Nightmare Myst stream. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, not as much as Ben has, because that definitely...
I did okay. I would have stopped playing without Felix here to pick me up when I don't understand the central conceit of a given puzzle. But
that's why we make such
myself.
A good team.
It's true, because you're better than me. Alrighty, thanks for watching.
See you, nerds.
We'll see you guys later. Next time.